It's Friday. I am nice and casually dressed. It's still quite chilly here in South Africa, and I wanted to just give you a couple of little tips for making an otherwise normal, plain, average outfit a little bit more interesting. Okay, so I hear too often women looking at pictures or at outfits or commenting online or responding to things and saying, oh, that's great for you, but I don't like that, or I don't like chunky jewelry. So I don't know what to wear because I don't like that. You're so focused on what you don't like. You haven't spent enough time on that which you do like, and you're not playing enough. We have playful natures and hearts in our very DNA. We were, as kids, playing. Don't lose the element of wonder and playing and exploring and having a little bit of a sense of adventure when it comes to your beauty and your style. So a very, very plain outfit, right? I've got a short sleeve, same camel colored shirt underneath, because if it does get a little bit warmer, then I can just take it off. I've got some really plain and old, super comfy skinnies on, which have got a little bit of a detail here at the bottom. I've had these for years and years and years from London, and these boots have seen me through a very wet and rainy local winter. But I love them. They're super comfortable, and I'm moving a few things around today. I've got couple of errands to run, so I'm warm. Okay, my hair is like super quick because I have a style that's very quick. This takes about 8 to 10 minutes maybe, because I've really mastered the art of how I do what I do. These are not my lashes, of course. I love lashes. So for me, a couple of accessories will be, now I just cut all my nails recently. This color has got to go. I don't anyway, so for me, there's got to be some color somewhere. And if I feel like later on just adding a little bit more of a hot pink or some red with camel, which is really nice, I'll do that. But here's a couple of examples. So put a pair of earrings on. They don't have to be big sleepers like mine. I love sleepers. I think that they are cute. I think that they are sexy. I think that they are fun. And someone said to me a couple of years ago, said, sleepers are so J-Lo, they're just not stylish. I'm like, well, then I'll be more like J-Lo, because I have been wearing sleepers since I was like, before I turned 20 years old. Sleepers are cute. So this kind of matches my color scheme. Okay, so now I'm thinking, oh, what else? So this is a ring that I bought from Swarovski some time ago. I love it. It's chunky, it's beautiful, it's noticeable, and it just, now it adds a little bit of interest to if I'm having a coffee or if I'm meeting someone, or this is what I'm talking about when you wear something that is eye-catching and conversation starting, because I have had people, and I do the same, come to me and say, my gosh, I just have to ask where you got that ring, and I'll send her to Swarovski. I love building a wardrobe that has got unique different things in it from all parts of the world. I've traveled and shopped in 44 countries and worked my ass off to get in all of them, and I've enjoyed shopping in all of them. So I have a pretty unique, different, interesting wardrobe. I don't like all of us looking the same. Copy and paste is not what we were designed for. So, but I will always say, well, this I got at Swarovski. They've got them in different colors. I really love this blush champagne color. Now, if you don't know, I've heard people say the first thing is like, I don't like big rings. Okay, then take that off and try something else. Okay, this is Complot, as you know, my favorite jewelry brand. So a nice, beautiful, gorgeous, interesting bracelet that, again, when you're talking, now you have your hands free because you don't like the jewelry, the ring, and that's fine, don't wear it. Then you have this beautiful, really interesting, you don't see stuff like this, which is why I do Complot. Go to HTTPS, go and get your pen, pause here, https://lindapage.lovescomplot.de. Konplott. If you didn't get that, rewind, play it again, or go to lindapage.com and find it there. But can you see how that can make another interesting little angle? And if you don't like these, then for goodness sake, get a little pair of earrings that you do like. But what I want to encourage you to do is to stop. Stop saying you don't like, you can't find this, you hate shopping, you don't have time, you can't get dressed up in the morning. You stop saying that. It's making you sound like a really thoroughly average, no excellence kind of woman. That's how you sound when you just give excuses for, oh my gosh, I'm not saying you can't say how you feel and you're frustrated or disappointed, because if there is an area of frustration, of regular frustration in your life, guess what? You're just lacking a skill. And if getting dressed up and pulling an outfit and accessorizing it and walking out your front door knowing you nailed it is something that you don't get right and it causes you frustration, it's just a lack of skill. Style is a skill. You learned once to ride a bike. You learned once to drive a car. You were petrified you were going to cause an accident. Did you? No. Maybe you did. Style is just a skill. I was not born a fashionista, nor was any other fashion designer on this planet. We're not born athletes. We're not born leaders. We're not born fashionistas. We're not born singers. These things are influenced and taught and trained and mastered. And style is just a skill. Why would you not invest a little bit of time and money in the very thing that you need to do every single day, sometimes twice, sometimes thrice a day? You have to get dressed or changed. Why are you going to allow that daily thing to dominate you, to own you, to dictate to you? Take charge. If you want to go and check out our video, go to lindapage.com, watch the video. And if you think like, you know what, I'm done. I am ready to go from blah and frumpy and frustrated and feeling invisible and overlooked and just not taken seriously to a bold and confident, beautiful tomorrow. If you want to go from this to that, then the Power Personal Style is the vehicle. I call it the Ferrari in your closet. But for today, little things that are interesting, okay? You don't have to have a lot going on. And once I go out the door, I've got a beautiful furry kind of like bomber jacket going on. And then I've got a couple of layers. And so it's interesting. You can be comfortable and look good at the same time. And looking good is not expensive. So ditch all the excuses and make the decision today that you're going to stay plugged in here. You're going to go to the events tab. You're going to have a look at our webinars that are at least once a month. I run free webinars to say and remind women, you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are valuable. And most especially if you're a woman of faith, you need to read the scriptures and see what it says about your beauty and your confidence and your identity, which is, by the way, daughter. That's your identity. Your purpose is to be. If your identity is daughter, your purpose is to be a daughter, meaning you have to love, you get to love God, love yourself, and love his people because you are part of his people, right? Love him, love yourself, love others. That's your purpose. If you decide to do that as a singer or a surfer or a sailor, that's entirely up to you. That's your profession, but your purpose, our purpose, is daughter. So it's easy. Get up, dress up, because what does a king's daughter look like? Yeah, let's just hang out there for a little bit. Okay, I'm not even going to go there because I can talk about that all day and all night long. I hear so many Christian women quoting scripture and verse after verse and putting out there online and at events and at coffee and at gatherings, you know, scripture after scripture and I'm you know, let me just fix your crown and my invisible crown and you know, and all this stuff about being the king's daughter. Well, let me ask you a question. Why does the king's daughter look like a pauper? That may or may not be you, but you need to ask yourself that question. Where in our Christian training did somehow we go from being the king's daughter, splendid, majestic, that's in the scriptures, beautiful, fearfully and wonderfully made, awesomely made, to looking like we do in our tacky tracky and that old college t-shirt and those damn same old yoga pants day in and day out. No makeup, no hair, no effort, just this is me. Hey, take it or leave it. This is what you see is what you get. That is a cop-out. And that is an excuse, and that is playing small, and that's not what you were designed for. So on that note, back to the point, little things that make it interesting, find what you like, stop focusing on what you don't like, learn a couple of skills, stay plugged in here with us, go to the events tab. I'll see you for Confidence in the Marketplace tomorrow, which is the 21st of August, and there are events beyond that that you want to plug into. See you later.